The following program contains views that are not those of WVTC, iNetworks Communications, their subsidiaries, affiliates, or financial supporters.
Winning victory through Christ, WVTC Allsip Chicago, and iNetworks Communications Station. The fall and winter fashion seasons are upon us. Time Underground Furs have every coat you need to be unique and stand out in the crowd. From furs, minks, leather, suede, vests with the fur, blue jean jackets with fur, cashmere, and wool coats, with over 350 coats to choose from. Rarely will you see two of the same coat. Quality coats and excellent customer service is first and foremost. Our entire inventory is wholesale priced. You never pay full price. Every coat is 25% or more less than any other store that sells fur coats. Why pay retail when you can buy the same coat for wholesale and save hundreds of dollars? Time Underground Furs also sells to other stores at wholesale prices. We also have very nice pre-owned, slightly worn furs. We lease our coats for all types of events and have 30-day layaway only. The mission is to take the coats out of our store and put them in your closet or store. Wearing a mink or unique coat transforms you to the best version of yourself, and everyone wants a fur coat. Time Underground Furs is here to make that happen. We do appointments only. Time Underground Furs, located in River Oaks Mall in Calumet City, 708-252-1434. That's 708-252-1434. Or check out our website at www.tymeundergroundfurs.com. It's time to purchase a fur from Time Underground Furs.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Welcome to Dhat Girl, where we are here every Saturday morning at 10 a.m., just encouraging and motivating one another to wake up that inner person that's on the inside of you, that girl, that person that God created you before life took over, before life situations and circumstances happened, causing you to have to go in a different direction than what your predestined direction was. That girl is that situation, that choice that you made. Yeah, sometimes we make our own choices to take us off of our course and cause us to lose connection with the inner person, that greatness, that destiny that's on the inside of us. But we're here today just to give love and support and to share with one another, to help us to wake up again and to motivate and to move forward in our predestined place in life. That is the place that our Creator, God, our Father, created for us. So I'm excited about being with you all this morning. It's kind of cold outside. After the show, I am headed out to the movies. And I'm just excited about what we're going to do on this morning. We're going to talk about being in high pursuit. We're going to talk about being in high-speed chase of your purpose, high-speed chase, high pursuit of your destiny, high pursuit of that girl, that thing, that vision, that purpose that was ordained for you in this season in your life. We're going to go on a high pursuit on this morning so that we can track it down, trace it down. No matter what, we're going to accomplish that which we were ordained to accomplish. So on this morning, when you're moving around all obstacles at an intense pace, that's pretty much a high-speed chase. That's a high pursuit. When I'm a Chicago PD fan, you all, and I love to watch this show, and I watch when they get in their high-speed chase that everyone scatters. They don't just go in the same direction, but they disperse different police officers to come from different directions so that they can reach and obtain what it is that they're the target that they're in pursuit of. So they're not moving at a slow pace. They're not procrastinating. They're not over talking the lieutenant. They're following instructions. When they hear the voice in their ear, then they're doing what it is that they're led to do. You all, when we're in pursuit, and when we're seeking, when we're moving forward towards whatever it is that you are working on now, or whatever it is that you're thinking about doing, get your mind focused so that you will be able to hear when you receive your instructions from the great creator. When you receive your instructions from within, when you hear something in your ear, you don't want to be afraid to move on it. You don't want to procrastinate on it. You don't want to overthink it, but you want to be ready and prepared to move in high pursuit, in high chase, to go after that which you hear. If it's your book, if it's your stage play, if it's your business, whatever it is that you hear and that you know that you are supposed to conquer, to capture, then it is time for us. It is our season, you all. It is harvest season. Harvest season means it's time for you to bring in and to, as a result of all of the seeds that you've sown, it's time for you to bring in your crop and to enjoy and to feast on that which you have already put out. Well, if you don't have not put out anything, you all, then you don't have a harvest coming in this season. So you don't want to miss your harvest season. You don't want to miss the timing that has been laid out for you in your predestined to do what you're called to do. It is a timing on everything, and I just believe that it will happen eventually. But then if you miss it, you don't want to have to go around and let that timing come for that situation or that creativity thought that you have. You don't want the time to have to lapse and have to come back around, meaning you'll have to go through and repeat different cycles. So you want to be in high pursuit of everything that you come in contact with, that you know that has been predestined for your life. I believe that we are created and we are gifted where we can multitask, where we can send out different visions, different ideas, where we can send out different resources, send out different things to help us to bring in multiple streams of income. We can't be afraid, you all, to ask for help. When the call goes out in your mind, the vision, more than likely, it does not only include you. You see, you're possibly holding hostage one of somebody else's destiny. You're possibly holding hostage something that someone is supposed to help you to do. As a result of that, you all will go and you'll conquer what it is that you are seeking on together. You'll come together. I'm thinking of how when you're in high pursuit, when they're in high pursuit on my show, Chicago PD, they keep the target in mind. They keep their sight on what they're looking for. And if someone gets off course, if it seems like it's getting too far ahead of them, then they'll notify that person, that officer that's closer to the pursuit, that's closer to the person that they're looking to capture. So we cannot be afraid to reach out, network, open up. Don't be bashful. Don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid that your creation is maybe, it may not be good, but it may be good for the group that it was intended for. It may seem funny to me, but somebody else is waiting on what it is that you have created. So you don't want to be lagging behind. You don't want to get off track. You don't want to make a left when you're supposed to make a right turn in order to reach that destiny, that place. We're talking about being in high pursuit, being in high speed chase. We're at a point now, where you got to go in with all that you have. You got to give it your all. You have to give it your everything that you have in order to receive what it is that you're looking to reap from the things that the things that you've put out, So you guys want to keep sight of your goal. You want to keep your pursuit in focus. You don't want to get off track. You don't want to get distracted. You don't want to get discouraged and cause you to put it down and to walk away from it, because it will get away from you. I believe, this is just me, I had something that happened to me. I created an organization. Well, I was given an organization. I was given the name. I was given the content. I was given everything that I was supposed to do to establish this organization. Well, I procrastinated. I had it all written out. I procrastinated and I didn't move forward with it. So one day I decided to look up my name. I decided to look it up. And what do you all know? Someone had patented, someone had moved forward with the complete vision that I had. It was almost verbatim to what was given to me to do. So you don't want to waste time, because people needs to be reached. People have needs to be met. And by any means necessary, I believe that the Creator is going to fulfill the purpose in the land. And I just want to be in my position. And you hope that you want to be in your position where you will not miss out on what you were supposed to do and it goes to someone else, because there's always someone that's hungering and thirsting to do something, and it's not going to be just left out in limbo just because you decide you're not going to do it. Now, did that person do what I pursued? Did that person pretty much have it on lock? Yes, they did. But I was able to still do it at my own pace when I decided to get back into it, when I got over myself from feeling like, man, I let somebody take my goal, my vision. Hear what I'm saying to you all. Nobody can take your goal or your vision. Only you can stagnate it and cause yourself to be a little bit slow with coming out with it. But my vision of it was my vision. So when I realized that, they didn't take it from me, but they just took it and did it in the way that it was shown for them to do. So I then started to pursue my organization at my own pace. And now it is operating very well. And it's doing everything that it's supposed to do. What are you talking about this morning? When you're in pursuit of something, no matter what, do not allow it to get away from you because of discouragement. Do not allow it to get away from you because of fear. Do not allow it to get away from you because you feel like you've missed the timing. Pursuing, go. Movement. Pursuing is a movement. Pursuing doesn't necessarily mean you have to get up and be running around, but you have to put your hands to working. Yes, you have to move around to go after it, but it doesn't mean to use motion for progress. You can be in pursuit of your goals right here this morning at your computer or your phone, whichever way that you're listening to the show, but just get it to moving. You all get to stepping into your purpose, get to stepping into your destiny, not at a slow pace, but at a high speed chase. Every day, work on it. Every day, research it. Every day, do something to get you towards what it is that you know that has been predestined for your life. We're seeking and we're looking for all different financial blessings and things, and we have it right here in our hand, but we're slowful. We're not putting in the work. We're not putting in the time to go it. We're not pursuing it fast enough. When I say fast enough, I mean diligent enough. Being diligent where you will not allow anything to stop you from working on the plan that you was given to pursue what it is that you are called to do in your life. We're talking about your life right now. We're going into a place when you're in high pursuit. And I say this from time to time. Yes, you will have to be selfish. Yes, you will have to close out the thoughts of everything and everybody else around you because you're in high pursuit. You're in focus. Your target is right there in front of you. You almost got it, but you have to make sure that you're going after it and that you're pulling it in, and you're pulling it in through using everything that you have. You all, a friend of mine gave me a book. Excuse me, I need to use my cup, you all. Remember Dhat Girl mug? I love it. But a friend of mine gave me a book last week or so, and it's called The Alchemist. And I put this book down, and it took me, I woke up in the middle of the night last night, and I said, and I couldn't go back to sleep. So I said, well, let me just at least start reading the introduction and see what's going on in this book. Well, when I opened the book and I looked at the introduction, the book is called The Alchemist by Paulo, who I can't pronounce the author's name, you all. I've been practicing it all morning. Paulo Coelho, I'm sorry. But at any rate, this is the book. And I was in awe when I opened up the book to realize that the author of the book, he wrote the book. He's from Brazil, and he wrote the book. And when the book was published, it was only one copy sold. After 3 months, only one copy sold. And then time went on, time went on. After 6 months, the second copy sold. But it only sold to the same person that purchased the very first copy. So the publishing company, they folded. They told him, okay, they gave up on the book. They gave him rights to the book. They gave him the book, and they sent him on his way walking. Well, at 41 years old, 41 would seem to be pretty mature to someone right now, and you may be at an age where you feel like, man, I did this, but it didn't go anywhere. I started this, but it didn't go anywhere. Well, at 41 years old, he kind of felt like, man, I'm out here on a limb. I'm out here with this book. Which way am I going to go with it? Well, instead of just sitting and putting a book to the side and not doing anything with it, he began to seek after other publishers, going from door to door to different publishing companies until he found someone to give him a second chance. Do not give up, you all, on what it is you are in high pursuit of. It may seem like it has gotten away from you. It may seem like you need to just put it down. It didn't work. It's not going to work, but that is wrong. Keep moving. Just because it started off at a slow pace, it doesn't mean that it's not going to work. Just because it did not reach it into the place and in the timing that you thought it was supposed to reach it to. You see, again, I said there's a timing for everything. He wrote the book, but I believe that he needed to experience what he experienced to show himself that he was not a quitter, that no matter what, because he sat down and he did what he felt like he was supposed to do. He did what he knew that he was called to do, and that was to write this book. So eventually, another publishing company gave him an opportunity, and they republished the book for him. It gets even better, you all. The book sold so many copies. It began to sell 3,000, 6,000, 8,000. It began to sell so many copies in Brazil until the publishing company wanted to do an interpretation in English to bring it over here so that we would be able to partake in this feast. Because I'm telling you, just from the introduction, just from what and how I see that the author had to pursue this thing, it made me excited. It really made me encouraged to know that everything that I thought of, everything that I felt like I was supposed to do, that I'm going to be in high pursuit of doing it. Well, because he did that, it was sold, and then it was bought here, and it was interpreted into the English, and many, many copies sold. It was put in the hands of very prestigious people. It was put on bestseller lists. I think it was the New York Times where it was there, and it is now currently known as one of the best books that has ever been. It was one of the best books, one of the books that has been interpreted into many languages than ever. So I want to use that for you all to understand, and it confirmed the high pursuit, the importance of not giving up. Why did the author say that he didn't give up? Because everything that he had was in this book. He said his heart and his soul was in this book. When you know that you know that you know that you're supposed to do something, you have to give it your all. You have to pursue it with your all. Your target don't know which place you're coming from. It don't know which direction you're coming from, but you got to stay in high pursuit. When you're pursuing something, you do not know really the outcome. So it's kind of like you're pursuing the unknown. You're pursuing something that you don't know how it's going to be, but you just know that it's supposed to be. You don't know how it's going to work out, but you do know that it is supposed to be created. So I want to encourage you all today to stay in high pursuit, to stay in high speed, to stay diligent. Don't fold, don't give up. Go back and pick it up. Go back and call. Go back and seek more help. Go back to the banks. Go back. Go back. If they denied you, don't give up, because you put all of you into the project that you started. So you do not want it to be aborted. You don't want it to be aborted, because that's not what it was created to do. Somewhere down the line, it will become great. Someone down the line, it will become greatly known, because it's already great from the beginning of creation. But somewhere down the line, it will become greatly known. It will begin to change lives. If it's cakes that you bake, those cakes will bring joy to somebody's table. If it's clothes that you alter, that will be a blessing to somebody to help them in their wardrobe. If it's t-shirts that you're making, everybody wants to put what's on their mind. They want to put it out now. They want to put it on their t-shirt. They want to wear it because they want to wear it in their heart, because they know that this is what they represent. So you hold in your hand some great wealthy possessions. So do not allow, because one person turned you away, do not allow it to just sit there. Get out in high pursuit. Hit the pavement. Get to stepping into your future. How are you going to get there? You cannot get there by just doing what it is that you used to do all the time. You got to get it on the move. You got to put it out there. You got to try from every angle. If this angle didn't work, then you ain't catch it from that way, then try another angle. If this slogan didn't work, don't put it away. Just try something different. Don't be afraid to try something different. Oftentimes when we start something, we think that it's edged in stone. I was talking to a friend again on yesterday, and I was talking to them about my business and just how I've observed that even being in the childcare industry, things have changed. Things have changed because children have changed. So I realized that there's some things about me and how I'm running my business, and also how I'm interacting with the children. I cannot continue to pursue it. If I plan to take my business to the next level, I'm going to have to make some alterations to make it fit into the timing that is supposed to fit in. The children's minds are so sharp now. The children are so inspiring. If you just look at them and listen to them, how when they're in pursuit of something, oh, they're going to get it. And when they're in pursuit to get that toy from little Harry, oh, they're going to get it. They're going to sit back and watch and wait until little Harry put it down, and then they'll go and they'll grab it. Well, here comes little Harry back to get the toy that he put down. Well, you put it down and I picked it up. So we need to be in that high kind of pursuit, because there's some things, like I said before, you may have put something down, somebody came by and picked it up. There's some things, you all, that has been put down that's just waiting for you to come and pick up and to run with it. To pick it up and to run it and take it into a place where you will be able to use it. I am so encouraged by, again, this book is called The Alchemist by Paulo. Does anybody know how to pronounce this? Help me out on this morning. Send me some love, you all. Send me some love with the author's name. But you want to get this book. Let's start reading it together. I only made it through last night, through the introduction into some of the first chapter, but this is the kind of things that we're going to need to get us on the move. These are the kind of tools that you're going to have to use. Use the examples that somebody else endured and see how it came out for them, and know that they're no greater than you are, but their pursuit. It was in their pursuit. It was in his pursuit that got his book republished. It was in his pursuit that got his book thrust to another level to where now it is still being read and is still being honored. You have it in you. We have it in you. The greater he is within you. There is nothing small that the Creator has created. There is nothing small about anything that has been given to you by our Creator. There is nothing small about your thoughts. There's nothing small about the wisdom that you possess. The only thing that's holding us back is you. Don't you know that you are in control of the impact that you make when you're on your high-speed chase? You're in control of which direction that it goes. You're in control of how it comes together. You're in control of what your situation does because you have the power in your pursuit. You have the power in your tongue. You have the power in your drive. You have the power in your get up and go. Tell yourself this morning, yes, I can. Come on, affirm yourself this morning. Yes, I can. Whatever it is that you're pursuing to do. Yes, I can. Whatever it is that has been shown to you. Yes, I do have the ability. Yes, I do have the strength. Yes, I do have the smarts. Yes, I do have the connections. You're going to bring those things to you that you don't have. Begin to speak it and begin to move out in pursuit of your purpose with what you do have. And I promise you all, I'm seeing it every day that more and more is coming my way. The more that I pursue, the more that I decide and get a clear vision of where I am in my life right now at 53. I cannot do things the same way that I did at 35. That's my little joke that I'm really 35, but I'm 53. But I cannot do the same things that I did back then right now because the timing for me has shifted. The timing for me has elevated. So I don't want to stay at a certain level when I know that I have put in the time, I've put in the energy, I've put in what it takes with daycare, I've put in what I'm supposed to do with nurturing and developing the children, but I cannot be so stuck in my ways that I refuse to pursue in the direction that it's going in now. It's not going to the left anymore. Childcare has shifted this way. They're doing different things. So I have to get in the chase, you all. If I wanted to get bigger, I have to get in the chase and go the direction that it is flowing in now. I hope this is encouraging one of you all. If I can just get but one of you to get up this morning, take the journal out of the drawer. If I can get but one person to get up on this week, to hit the pavement, to go out and promote your product. If I can get just one person to create your website on this week, then I feel that there was a purpose fulfilled on this morning. That was a tongue twister. I feel that purpose would have been fulfilled on this morning. So you all help me out this morning. Get up and make your move so that I can know that in my high pursuit to help you, I as well am being helped because doors are open. I share with you all the week before last, doors are open. The door is knocking. The door is slamming for you to just open it up. You know, when the wind blows the screen door, it makes such a loud noise that it gets your attention. Well, guess what? Your destiny is trying to get your attention. Come and get me. Come and get me. What's the thing we used to play when you say, "Ollie, ollie out, come free"? Meaning, come and chase me. Come and chase me. You're it. You have to run when you're playing hide and seek, when you're trying to seek after something. If you were it, then you had to do the count. You had to be the one to run and to chase after everything that was in hiding. You had to be the one that catch those people that were in hiding, where guess what? There's somebody waiting for you to come. There's somebody that it has been put aside for you to come. Come on out. You're it. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go. Come on and get out in the chase and chase what it is that has been predestined for your life. You don't want to miss out in this season. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it because the harvest is right. We have endured and we have overcome. So you want to reap your harvest. You all, I can go on and on with that theme, talking about being in pursuit, talking about uncovering your greatness, talking about Stay in high pursuit of that which you have been, the path that you have been put on, because you do not want it to get away from you. You all, I am Sholanda, and I have been your host on this morning. I really do hope, give me some feedback, DM me or hit me up on Facebook to let me know, yes, as a result of the show today, I got in high pursuit. I began to chase my dreams. I began to chase my purpose. I began to put the pen to the paper. Come on, you all, help me out with that. Show me some love in that area so that I'll be able to see that, yes, it is effective. Yes, when you pursue your dreams and your visions, you will even be put on a platform like today where I am right now, that you'll be able to encourage and help someone else. My time is gone, you all, and I have to get ready to wrap this up. But I want to share with you all once again my book that I created, The ABCs of Prayer, which is a great tool to use to help your children to pray. It walks through the ABCs. We have a learning tool as well as in the natural as spiritual. You're teaching them their letters, you're teaching them words, you're giving them illustrations that they'll be able to use their comprehension skills, and you're giving them scriptures. And it's all inside of this hardback book. Well, along with that, we have an activity book that comes with the scripture, with a fill in the blank page for the scriptures, along with the same characters and words, but it's also left so that they can color in the pages. So you all support, please, and do this for your children. The two books are selling for $25 for the set. You can get the activity book for $10, or you can get the hardback book for $20 if you buy them separately. And they're found on PayPal, or you can get it off of Amazon, or you can call me personally, 708-351-0002, and I'll be glad to ship books out to you all. But again, I have been your host, Sholanda, and I have been here like I am every Saturday morning, encouraging, motivating, lifting you up so that you can be in high pursuit of that which you were created to do. Hope you all were blessed, and I'm on my way to the movies. I don't know if I'm going to see Wakanda for Life, or what is the other movie that's the Rock produced. I'm not sure which one, what it's called, but that's where I'm on my way to. Have fun today. Be encouraged. Know that you are loved. Know that you've got this. Know that you can be in high pursuit to accomplish and to bring out that girl that's on the inside of you. I love you all so much with the love of God. Hate to end right now because I'm really having fun with you, but I will see you on next Saturday. Later. Bye.
Views made on the preceding program are not those of WVTC Radio, iNetworks Communications, or their financial supporters.